Greetings all who roam this world. Welcome back to the Anime Lab. Let's get right into it and talk about thighs. I mean, most of us have them, right? Big thighs, small thighs, strong thighs, soft thighs. We are so obsessed with thighs. Looking at you, Colonel Sanders. But why? Why are we so obsessed with thighs? Well, to quote the Holy Bible, the thighs are the gateway to the hips and the butt, and the hips and the butt are the gateways to life and death. Glutilations, chapter 60, verse 9. Today we will be discussing a very important set of thighs from a very important character from a very okay shonen series, Mirko from My Hero Academia. We'll be looking at a very specific scene from the war arc in which Mirko decapitates a Nomu with her legs. The move she uses is called Lunar Taijiris. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I wrote it down. And it completely rips the Nomu's head off its body. I am talking watermelon in the thighs level carnage. And the first thing I thought when I saw this was, God, I wish that were me. Please let that be me. I mean, please, please. This right here, this. Is that so much to ask for? Please. The second thought that went through my mind was, how strong do you have to be in order to do that? And that, dear viewers, is the topic of today's episode. Now, in order to discuss decapitation via thighs, we first need to look at the three major parts keeping the Nomu's head attached to the body. Mainly, the spine, neck tendons, and the neck muscles. And before you ask,
well, Jarod, what about the esophagus and the vocal cords?
motherfucker, that's negative space. The esophagus is negative space. You want me to quantify negative space? 0. There you go. Vocal cords are basically wax paper. That is nothing. There's not a lot of strength required for that. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's talk about bones. Specifically, the cervical vertebrae here. Now, in order to break these bones, it takes about 1,100 to 1,500 pounds of force. That's like using an SUV to crush a can of Coke. Reminder, this is the amount of force that's being gripped around someone's neck with thighs like a vice grip. God, that's hot. To the people watching this, I want you to know that I don't have a problem, I have a solution, and her name is Mirko. Now, as for the tendons, the tensile strength of human tendons is 150 megapascals, or MPa if you want shorthand, which I do, because fuck you. Now, to the average person, that doesn't seem like a really big number, but that's also because the average person doesn't know what MPa is. It's me. I don't know what, I am the average person. So let's convert that to pounds per square inch, or PSI, because freedom units. Sorry, Europe. 1 MPa is equal to 145 psi. So we multiply 150 by 145 and get 21,750 psi. Great! So what does that mean? Some perspective. The average heavy-duty pressure washer, which people use for cleaning concrete driveways, is only 2,000 to 3,000 psi. And we were dealing with forces 7 times stronger, all to tear some silly rubber bands in your neck. Okay, what about the muscles of the neck? Surely that would require a lot of strength to tear off, right? And you'd be correct. After doing some research that would definitely make me come across as a psychopathic murderer, it would take 5,250,000 newtons of force, which in freedom units is 1,182,432.43 pounds of force to tear the average person's neck muscles. That is more than the amount of force experienced during a commercial airline crash at high speeds. This is what it takes to tear a human's head off. And all of that force is being contained in this woman's legs. Glorious. But notice how I said human? The thing is, we only see Mirko perform this move on one type of creature, the Nomu. Or more appropriately, the high-end Nomu. It's like a Nomu, but, you know, like with a plus or something, I don't know. Nomu, for those of you who don't know what I've been saying for the past 2 minutes, are artificially created beings, made from dead people and stuffed with more quirks than a Mega Stuffed Oreo is stuffed with cream. One such quirk, which is essential to all of them, is rapid regeneration. Meaning, they get their arm cut off, it grows back in like a few seconds. Now this is where the Lunar Taijiris is truly terrifying. Because, as Mirko is pulling off this Nomu's head, The neck muscles, tendons, vertebrae, and I guess the esophagus, I don't know, are regenerating fast, which means Mirko has to have enough strength to not only decapitate, but to combat rapid regeneration speeds. And even without rapid regeneration, Nomu are still enhanced beings. That means they are stronger than the average person. More strength equals more muscle, usually, unless you're Superman. More muscle means more force you need to tear a head from the body. So to answer the question stated above, how strong do you have to be in order to decapitate a person with your legs? About 1,200,000 pounds of force. If you're a Nomu, way more than that. And for those who wish for a swift death by thighs, through Mirko, it would be a swift end. But remember the words of the Holy Bible. Strong thighs will bring a crushing end. Soft thighs will bring a smothering end. No end is better than the other, for both are glorious. Leviticus chapter 30, verse 77. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to get more of this nonsense. And also, follow us on our social media, support the Patreon, don't forget to buy our shirts, and also use code QuestBros for 10% off at Robin's Nerd Supplies. But this has been the Anime Lab, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!